Richard FaZe Banks Bankston is one of the biggest names to ever come out of internet gaming culture. For over a decade, he played a major role in transforming FaZe Clan from a competitive gaming team into a global lifestyle brand. FaZe stopped being just an esports organization and became a name tied to ambition, influence, and internet success. But by early 2025, that story took a turn when Banks stepped down from his position and walked away from the spotlight. Banks first joined FaZe in 2013 as part of the Call of Duty content scene. At the time, FaZe already had a loyal following, but it was far from the massive powerhouse it would eventually become. Banks quickly realized that pure competition could only take the brand so far. What FaZe really needed was personality, consistency, and a deeper connection with viewers. He focused on building an identity that fans didn't just watch but felt part of. Instead of only producing gaming clips, Banks pushed lifestyle content that showed life behind the scenes. This included house videos, collaborations, casual vlogs, and everyday interactions between the creators. Over time, FaZe became something people followed daily, not just during tournaments. The FaZe House came to represent more than just content creation. It became a symbol of success at a young age. Expensive cars, travel, creative freedom, and financial stability looked like normal life inside FaZe. For younger fans especially, it felt like proof that gaming could become a real career. As FaZe continued to grow, Banks also became more visible as a leader. He spoke openly about discipline, long hours, and personal sacrifice. He often talked about how difficult it was to build something from scratch, and how much pressure came with being responsible for an entire team's future. But as the brand became bigger, so did the expectations. Fans started to care not just about content, but about the decisions being made behind the scenes. The culture around influencers started to change. Viewers were no longer just entertained. They wanted a better understanding of how creators ran their businesses and made choices with such large audiences watching. Banks also became more interested in digital trends and online business culture. He would talk publicly about new ideas, platforms, and ways creators were expanding beyond entertainment. Some people saw this as innovation and leadership. Others felt cautious and believed big creators needed to clarify the difference between curiosity and advice. By 2025, influencer responsibility had become a serious topic across the internet. Then Banks appeared in a live stream with fellow creator Aiden Ross. The stream focused on modern digital topics and was meant to be relaxed and educational for viewers curious about online trends. During the stream, something unexpected happened that immediately made people uncomfortable. A public decision did not go the way anyone expected, and confusion followed almost instantly. The clip started spreading online and quickly attracted attention from all sides. People began debating what had gone wrong and why. Some viewers felt it was handled poorly. Others thought mistakes like this are part of live broadcasts. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't just about the moment itself, but about Banks as a leader and public figure. Not long after, messages between Banks and Aiden surfaced online, showing that there was tension between the two behind the scenes. Fans were surprised. Their friendship had always seemed solid, and seeing those conversations created strong reactions across social platforms. When the two eventually addressed the situation together, Banks focused more on the personal impact than the public response. He explained that he never meant to cause stress or confusion and that things escalated faster than he expected. He emphasized how overwhelming the attention had become and how difficult it was to manage everything while emotions were running high. A short time after that stream, Banks made his biggest announcement. He stepped down as CEO of FaZe Clan. There was no countdown. No promotional buildup, just a simple message saying he needed distance and time. He didn't describe it as a final decision, but rather a pause to reset his life and health. Reactions came in waves. Some fans supported him and felt he had been under unfair pressure. Others believed leadership change was the right step. And some people simply felt surprised seeing someone who has spent so many years building FaZe suddenly step back. What made this different from past controversies was that this one had consequences. This wasn't just online criticism. This was a real leadership change that affected the entire organization. Banks stayed mostly quiet after that. There were no long videos explaining his side in detail, no social media battles, just silence. That silence sparked even more questions. Would he return later? Would he rebuild under a new name? Or would he quietly move on? There are no clear answers, but one thing is clear. Whether people agree with his actions or not, FaZe Banks helped shape modern gaming culture. He proved gamers could build massive brands. He showed creators how to turn content into business. And he helped push gaming into mainstream entertainment. But his story also showed how quickly the internet can change its tone, how support can become pressure, how attention becomes expectation, and how leadership online comes with real emotional and personal consequences. The story of FaZe Banks isn't about one live stream. It's about what happens when fame grows faster than comfort, when the audience gets bigger than the individual, and when the pressure of success starts to limit the freedom it once promised. Where he goes from here is unknown, but his impact is permanent. And his story will continue to be part of the conversation around creators, responsibility, and what it really means to be a leader in the internet age.